To get started, you want to thread both of your cords onto your button, and then you want to pull enough out at one end so that you can attach your cords to the bottom of the board and make sure it's enough for you to wrap around your wrist. And once you've done that, you can take your board and then you want to clip your button to the top of your board. And then you want to take your two shortest cords and you want to clip these to the bottom of your board. And then you want to take your longest cords and you want to put one at either side. So to get started, you want to pick which side you're going to work from. So I'm going to work from this side first. So you want to clip the longest cord here to the bottom of the board with the shortest cords. And then you have to take this cord and work over and pull through. And then you want to go under and pull through. And you can pull that knot tight. And then you want to take your first bead. You want to attach all your cords onto the beads. So I'm going to start with the centre cords. And then attach the outside cords. So once you've attached your bead to all your cords, you can take the shortest cords again in the centre and then push your bead up into place. And then whichever side you worked last time, you want to clip that to the centre of the board with the rest of your cords. And then leave this side free. And then just push your bead to make sure it's nice and secure, and then you want to repeat what you did there. So you want to go over and then pull it through, and then you want to go under and pull through. And then you want to attach your next bead. Once you've got your bead on all your cords, again you can push it up to the top, and then you want to leave the cord free that you didn't work the last time. So you want this side to be clipped to the board and then this one to be free. And then you want to repeat what you did there and there. And you want to work over and then pull through. And then under and pull through. You want to keep repeating this all the way down onto the bracelets as long as you want it. So each time you add a bead, you want to switch sides that you're knotting with. So once you've got your bracelet as long as you want it, you want to create your buttonhole. So you can do that by splitting your cords into two sections and then putting the outside cord to one side, and then taking the cord in the centre, which should be the shortest one, and clipping that to the bottom of the board. And then you want to do similar knots to what you did there, but this time you're not going to do colour changes or beads. So you want to go over and through, and then under and through, and then over and through, and under and through. You want to keep repeating this until you've got a large enough space for your button. Now how many knots this will take will depend on the size of your button, so it's a good idea to measure as you go along. And once you've done this side, you want to do the same thing at that side. So once you've done both sides, you can take your two shortest cords and clip them back to the centre of the board. And then you want to take both your longest cords and you want to work a square knot just to fasten up your buttonhole. So you want to go over, over and through, and then under, under and through. And once you've done that, you can release the cords from the bottom of the board, and then you want to trim and seal any excess. So I'm going to use a lighter to seal here, but you could use glue if you preferred. And once you've finished, you should end up with something that looks like this. Alternately, you could end up with something that looks like this. You do this just by doing an extra knot in between each of the beads so that you make your colour a little bit more distinct for contrast.